Florida woman dies during a Citizens Police Academy after a live round of ammunition makes it into a gun that was supposed to be loaded with blanks. Authorities are trying to find out how the ammunition got into the gun that fired the fatal shot. Police say Officer Lee Cole was taking part in a shooting exercise at the Punta Gorda Citizens Police Academy. He fired a revolver and shot Mary Knowlton, killing her. Investigators say the gun was supposed to be filled with only blank ammunition. Officer Cole is on administrative leave.
So how did it happen, and how do local agencies handle their demonstrations at academies?
NewsChannel Line's Alyssa Sperato joins us now with what she's learned. Alyssa.
Calvin and Latricia, while investigators in Florida trying to determine how a live round made it into the gun, departments here say they don't want the events in Florida to scare people away from taking part in an academy. Stepping into the shoes of law enforcement.
Start, drop the weapon now!
Without putting on a uniform or badge.
We would always have this in the hands of an instructor. You know, we would never put this in the hands of a citizen or someone like that, or even an officer.
Every year, the Dalton Police Department teaches community volunteers the ins and outs of law enforcement. DPD says they considered using blank ammunition, but determined the risks outweighed the benefits.
Anytime you're using real firearms made to fire blanks or simunition rounds, or guns or blank guns that look like real guns, there's always a chance of getting a mix-up.
Chris McDonald is the training coordinator at the Dalton Police Department.
You break for lunch, the instructor may take his weapon, his simulated weapon out, put his live weapon on to go, and then comes back and forgets to check all that.
Which is why you won't see guns like these being used by a citizen or an officer during demonstrations. Instead, Dalton police rely on this simulator and deactivated guns with lasers to bring the point home.
You can get training benefit without actually pointing a gun at someone and pulling the trigger.
We do the shoot, don't shoot scenario, but we don't use blanks.
Instead, the CPD arms citizens with these. They mimic the real thing and have zero risk.
It has the real weight of a gun, but it fires nothing. It's just a manufactured piece of plastic.
Heather Ann Flower says she's still taking part in CPD's next Citizen Academy.
I'm thankful that we use the guns that we do use, and so we won't have any mishaps, and we can trust each other further, through these scenarios.
Dalton PD says officers can and do use blank bullets, but that's only during officer-to-officer training. We contacted other departments around town. Hamilton County Sheriff's Office says they do not hold a Citizens Academy. Latricia.
Alyssa, thank you. Chattanooga police are accepting applications for their Citizen Academy through September 16th. Dalton PD will announce their registration dates in December.